Rescued from Shadows. Chioma's encounter with a ritualist. On Kisses and Hugs Club today for singles and couples. Episode 64. Rescued from Shadows. Chioma's encounter with a ritualist. Once in a vibrant Nigerian village, there lived a young lady named Chioma. Impatient and ambitious, Chioma believed in getting ahead by any means necessary. The idea of waiting or starting small seemed pointless to her when the fast lane beckoned. Chioma's impatience and desire for a lavish lifestyle led her to prefer the company of wealthy, older men over single guys. She didn't care much for love. Her only concern was meeting her extravagant needs. Despite warnings from her family and friends, Chioma dated several older men solely to sustain her high-maintenance lifestyle. Throughout this tumultuous journey, Chioma's grandmother never ceased praying and interceding for her beloved granddaughter. Day and night, she lifted Chioma up in prayer, beseeching God for protection, guidance, and redemption. One fateful day, Chioma met a wealthy, older man named Okuro. Okuro was known for his immense wealth and influence, but he was also notorious for his mysterious and secretive ways. Despite the warnings and rumors surrounding him, Chioma was drawn to his wealth and the luxurious life he promised. Her family and friends pleaded with her to reconsider, emphasizing the potential dangers of her choice. They warned her that Okuro's lifestyle was fraught with risks and that his wealth came at a high moral cost. But Chioma, blinded by the allure of luxury, refused to listen. Chioma enjoyed the lavish gifts, extravagant parties, and the envy of her peers. However, beneath the surface, Okuro harbored dark secrets. Unknown to Chioma, Okuro was a ritualist, and his wealth was sustained through dark and dangerous means. One fateful day, Chioma met a wealthy, older man named Okuro. Okuro was known for his immense wealth and influence, but he was also notorious for his mysterious and secretive ways. Despite the warnings and rumors surrounding him, Chioma was drawn to his wealth and the luxurious life he promised. Okuro promised Chioma a life of extravagance, including a trip to London, a city Chioma had always dreamed of visiting. Eager to embrace this glamorous opportunity, Chioma eagerly agreed, ignoring the nagging doubts in her mind. As they made their way to what Okuro claimed was a final meeting to arrange their travel plans, Chioma felt a strange unease. She brushed it aside, believing in the promises of luxury and adventure that awaited her. Little did she know, Okuro's intentions were far darker than she could have imagined. Arriving at a secluded location, ostensibly for the meeting, Chioma was led into a dimly lit room. The air was heavy with incense, and the atmosphere was thick with an ominous presence. Okuro's demeanor shifted subtly, his charming facade giving way to a sinister resolve. He offered Chioma a drink, which she accepted hesitantly. Unbeknownst to her, the drink was laced with a powerful sedative. Within moments, Chioma began to feel disoriented and weak. Panic surged through her as she realized the gravity of her situation. Weak and struggling to stay conscious, Chioma was overpowered by Okuro's henchmen. They bound her hands and feet, dragging her deeper into the labyrinthine den of the ritualist. Her quest for a fast life had led her straight into the jaws of a serious and perilous predicament. As Chioma lay tied up in the bush, her mind raced with fear and regret. She prayed for a miracle, realizing the folly of her choices and the dire consequences they had brought upon her. Meanwhile, Ade, the young, intelligent man Chioma had once met, was in the forest hunting. Ade was the son of a prominent hunter in town and had inherited his father's skills. For years, Ade had been praying for a wife, and God had told him that his wife would be the one he would save, just as Jesus saved the world. Though Ade didn't fully understand this parable, he trusted in God's plan. While tracking a large deer he had killed, Ode heard faint cries for help. His instincts led him to Chioma's location. As he approached, he began to understand the parable God had spoken to him. Without hesitation, Ode abandoned his prized catch and rushed to save Chioma. The scene was chaotic, with Okuro's henchmen guarding the ritual site, their faces twisted with malevolence. Ade's heart pounded in his chest as he drew closer, the moonlight casting eerie shadows on the forest floor. Ode burst into the clearing where Chioma was tied. The sight of her, bound and terrified, ignited a fierce determination within him. He charged at the henchman with the ferocity of a lion protecting its pride. The first man lunged at Ode, but Ode, agile and skilled, dodged the attack and delivered a powerful blow that sent the henchman sprawling. Another henchman, wielding a knife, advanced on Ode. Ode, recalling his father's teachings, grabbed a sturdy branch and deflected the knife with a swift motion, disarming his opponent. The fight was intense, the forest echoing with the sounds of struggle. Ade's adrenaline fueled his movements, each strike and counterstrike a testament to his courage and training. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Ode overpowered the last of the henchmen. They lay unconscious or incapacitated around him. Ode, panting and bloodied but victorious, turned his attention to Chioma. Her eyes were wide with fear and astonishment. He rushed to her side, his fingers working quickly to untie the ropes that bound her. As the last knot came undone, Chioma collapsed into Ade's arms, trembling and crying. Ode held her close, whispering words of comfort and assurance. "We need to go," Ode said urgently, his voice steady despite the chaos that had just ensued. Guiding her through the dark forest, Ode kept a protective arm around Chioma. Each step away from the ritual site felt like a step toward redemption and new beginnings. Chioma's mind swirled with emotions, fear, relief, and a growing sense of gratitude and admiration for Ode. Ode's bravery and selflessness deeply moved Chioma. She had never experienced such genuine care and love. In that moment, she realized the depth of her folly and the emptiness of her previous pursuits. Ode had risked everything to save her, embodying the true meaning of love and sacrifice. As they emerged from the forest into the safety of the village, Chioma looked at Ode with new eyes. She saw not just a man, but a savior, a protector, and the embodiment of God's grace and love. Her heart swelled with gratitude and a newfound resolve to embrace the life and love she had been blind to before. Chioma's rescue by Ode marked a turning point in her life. She realized the emptiness of her previous pursuit of wealth and the true value of love and integrity. Chioma chose to leave behind her pursuit of riches and embrace a life of love and faith with Ode. As Ode and Chioma grew closer, Ode remembered the second part of God's message. He knew he had a special assignment to nurture, care for, and bring up Chioma into the delectable wife God intended her to be. With patience and love, Ode supported Chioma's transformation, helping her grow in faith and character. Their journey together was not without challenges, but their love and faith saw them through. Ode's sacrifice was eventually rewarded when Chioma, now transformed and humbled, accepted his love and married him. Together, they built a humble but fulfilling life based on mutual respect and faith in God. Months later, justice caught up with Okuro. Chioma bravely testified against him in court, revealing the atrocities he had committed. It was during this trial that shocking truths came to light. Okuro, the wealthy and enigmatic man Chioma had been involved with, had a hidden past. Many years ago, he had befriended Ode's mother, a beautiful and naive young woman. Okuro had manipulated and deceived her, resulting in her pregnancy. He abandoned her, leaving her to raise Ade alone in hardship. Through tears and heartache, Chioma realized the unimaginable twist of fate. Ade, the man who had saved her, was Sifo Okuro's own son. Despite the bitterness and pain of this revelation, Ade embraced Chioma with unwavering love and forgiveness. Together, Ade and Chioma faced the challenges of their intertwined pasts with courage and faith. Their love became a beacon of hope and redemption in their village, inspiring others to seek true love and righteousness. Chioma and Ade's story became a testament to the power of God's grace and the transformative journey of redemption. They lived a life filled with love, faith, and true happiness, showing that with God's guidance, anyone can find their true path and purpose. Lessons learned. 1. Don't chase clout over character. Chioma learned the hard way that chasing wealth and status without considering values and integrity can lead to dangerous situations. 2. Love means sacrifice. Ade showed that real love isn't just about feelings. It's about sacrificing for someone's well-being, even when it's tough. 3. Prayer works, dude. Chioma's grandma praying non-stop for her, it actually made a huge difference in her life. It's like faith and spirituality are real forces. 4. Expose the dark stuff. Finding out Sifo Okuro's shady past and how it connected to Ade's mom was like uncovering real-life drama. Sometimes you have to face and get past the ugly truths to move forward. 5. Forgive and move on. Despite all the messed up history, Ade forgiving Chioma and her accepting his love shows forgiveness is a powerful way to heal and grow. 6. Choose values over trends. Chioma's change from a flashy lifestyle to one based on love and faith with Ade proves that real happiness comes from staying true to your values, not just following trends. This story is written by your favorite relationship and marriage counselor and therapist, Pastor Dunamis Okunowo. Don't keep this life-changing story to yourself. Share it with your friends, family, and social networks. Let's spread the love and build a community of thriving relationships.
Do you want more? Read the full blog by clicking on the link in bio or description to navigate to the devotionals, or go to www.khcpartners.org. Watch full video on youtube.com/@PastorDunamis. For one-on-one therapy, counseling, or an intervention in your marriage or relationship, go to bit.ly/therapy needed. To get courses for singles and couples, go to bit.ly/course. To partner with us, go to www.khcpartners.org/give.